So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm here at Karnak temple. I'm here at Karnak temple, so you can see the view from here. So I just reached over here. I'll meet you guys when I go inside the temple. Bye guys.
Karnak temple, the biggest temple in all over the world and the biggest temple in Egypt. This temple took around 2,000 years to build. All the ancient Egyptian kings, they wanted to share in this place because they know this is the home of Amun-Ra, the main god of Egypt during that time, because Luxor was the capital. So this was the main temple in the capital. And this is a typical Egyptian temple, pure, before the Greek, before Roman. This is during the glory time of the ancient Egyptian history. And you can see this is the harbor of the temple. So the river Nile reached to this place. The river Nile was very wide. Yeah. And the king used to bring the holy boat of the god on his shoulder and taking another boat to visit the Luxor temple, the temple of his wife. And she did the same with him. And you can see in the way, you can see a road of, or a way of rams, not sphinx. Head of rams, but body of the lions. Why the head of the ram? Head of the ram is the sign of the god Amun-Ra. Why the priests took the head of the ram to be the son of the god Amun-Ra? Because the head of the ram, or because the strongest animal in the sex is the ram, even more than the lion. So that's why the priests took that head. Why? Because this mean for them long life, mean eternity, mean more children's, like that. And you can see four niches on the side for the four flags of Egypt, and the other side four niches again. But look at the niches here, it's wide, not small, not like the temples we saw before in Komombo and Edfu and Fira. Okay, let's go inside now.
So I'll meet you guys when I go inside. So guys, I'm inside the temple now. So you can see this view. There, uh, there's that building over there. There has like all the statues and all over there in the middle. And this is the full temple. You guys can see here.
For the common people, and you see here no roof. This means this place for the common people. And you can see big offering here to allow the people to put the offering here every morning. Not only one, but this is one, two, three big offerings there. And we are here like 10 columns like this. This is the only one remained from the 10 columns. Represent the open papyrus flower. This is a typical Egyptian capital. This is the open papyrus flower, and all was colored.
So these are pillars with damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And in the top it was covered, was closed. In the middle, okay, and the door opened just in the morning for the praying to come to build. Thousands of people here give the offering, but not allowed to anyone to go inside the second part. That's right. So, guys, this is the largest colonnade hall in history. Even no colonnade hall till now. Something like this. Very hard to see something like this. It was built from 3,200 years ago by the King Ramses II. And we have 154 columns in one place. And all of this hall was roofed, but the roof collapsed. But you can see the windows. You can see the windows?
Yeah.
So the two rows on the middle, it was higher than the sides, to making like two levels, and to making like the windows to allow the sunlight to go inside. And look at here, look at the upper part, look at the colors, look at the cartouches of the kings. On the capital, this is the open papyrus column in the middle, and lilies in the sides. So you can see the open papyrus column, look at the colors here, look at the beautiful cartouches. Even look at the scenes behind or on the ceiling.
Was there any
Still
roof?
colors,
Roof was
real, yeah. And look at the scenes here. Look here. Look at the cartouche. Look at the scenes. All this place was like a carpet from 3,200 years ago. So for anyone, people living in the mountains or in the tents or the mud bricks houses, when they see something like this is
It's like a
it's like something from aliens. And you can see the cartouche of the king is like 3 meters high. Look at the deep carving inside. With no machines, all carved by hands. This way. This is a very famous place. Even a lot of international and world movies, very famous, like James Bond, Lawrence of Arabia, all acted here in this place.
This place, huh?
Yeah. So we can see here on this scene, this is the most important scene in this colonnade hall. Why? Because we can see the king who built this colonnade hall, the king Ramses II, in a kneeling position. And behind him is the tree of the history. The tree of the history. And he built this colonnade hall, the first hall like this in the history of the mankind, and gave as a gift to the god Amun-Ra. So you can see the god Amun-Ra in a sitting position, and behind him the god's moon, the sun, the god Khinsu. Because the king built this colonnade hall for the god Amun-Ra, the god Amun-Ra ordered, look, he ordered with his hand, he ordered the god Tuhut, the god of the writing on the other side, with Eye-Spirit head, to take one of the 3 leaves and to write the name of the king Ramses II. And now, you can imagine how many times we mention the name of Ramses II every day. After how many years? After 3,200 years. From where do you know that? It all was colored, all was painted, as I told you. Look here, even the scenes. Look, all of the scenes started from where? From here. Not from the floor, not like Edfu temple, not like Komombo or Fila. Why? Because it's not allowed to touch the scene with your shoulder or with your knee. This is very holy. And here, one big scene is enough. But in Edfu, Komombo, Fila temple, all that temple built during the Greco-Roman time, a lot of scenes, they wanted to decorate every empty place because the religion started to lose during that time. This one? Obelisk outside Egypt.
How many?
How many?
How many obelisks like this
Obelisk.
outside Egypt?
Only one.
66 obelisks. In all over the world. We have 11 in Italy, 9 in England, 3 in Paris, in France, in Turkey, in Germany, in Australia, everywhere. But this one is the tallest obelisk on the earth. 31 meter high. The highest obelisk outside Egypt, the one in the Concord Square in Paris, took from Luxor Temple. You remember? It was 2.
You told 2 only there, one here, one there.
Why? Even if you go to the Vatican, you will find in the middle of the Vatican the Egyptian obelisk of the Thutmose III. If you go to San Marco Square in Italy, why all of this obelisks everywhere? Because that people, they wanted to be, we wanted to be great. We are great, same like the ancient Egyptian people from thousands of years ago. And what is the meaning of the obelisk? Obelisk is a sign of the holy place. I mean, sign of the Sun Temple. So if anyone see this obelisk from far away, this means this is the Sun Temple there. And you can see this obelisk made out from one single piece of granite. Weight around 1,000 tons. One block. How did people cut it?
Cut this. Yeah.
From Aswan. How did people polish it? How do people transfer? How do people raise this obelisk up and stand this obelisk like this for 3,800 years ago with all of these sandstorms, all of these earthquakes? No, nobody is it as it is. And you know, no foundation for the obelisk. I mean, it's just started from here.
Oh,
So you can imagine the calculation of the polishing of every side and about the pressure of the wind and all of that. Crazy.
Excellent.
And this obelisk, by the way, not belong to a king. This belonged to a queen. Her name is the Queen Hatshepsut.
Where we went last
Yeah.
year.
And her titles here, this is her cartouche, Hatshepsut. But her titles, son of Ra, not daughter of Ra, son of Ra. Why? Because she wanted to say, I can ruling like a king. Okay? So you can see, even if you look at the top, she gave the offering to the god Amun Ra. And you can see on the top of this obelisk like a pyramid. With all our technology now, we don't have a crane can come 5,800 years ago.
Okay, 3,000.
So guys, this is the Holly of the Hollies. This is the center of the temple. It's not allowed anyone to come here, just the king or the high priest. And they used to put the statue of the god Amun-Ra here. So if you stand here in the middle, you can see all the temple, even the open court, even the harbor of the temple. But how the people in the open court can see the statue of the god? No windows here. It seems like all the various chambers and all over the Hall of the Holies. How the people can see the statue of the god from outside and no windows here? How?
Mirror or something like that. No?
Huh?
What is it? How the people saw this statue? But it is older than this.
Yeah, but how the people can, a man succeeded to
Stand from here?
see, yes, exactly. Not from here, but this window on the back. That was making the people from outside see just the outline of the statue. So,
Mirror of this?
so if the people didn't give a good offering to the god in the open court, because not allowed to them to come inside, he used to tell them, oh, you can see the face of the god. He is very angry and going to punish all of you. You know everything. And if after the next morning, after they give him a good offering, oh, we can see his face, he's smiling. We can see him, he said, it's fine now. You good people. You can go now.
But how they are able to see here?
If you put a statue here,
Light rays were
Well, this
object,
outside-
opaque object.
if you were outside, can see just the outline, but very hard to see the face and picture. Got it? Okay. This way? You know, when you walk here between the temples and between the pillars, you feel you walk between the planets. So try to catch every place you visit. You know this place called the Festival Hall for the King Rams, for the King Thutmose III. Thutmose III, he is the most important king in the ancient Egyptian history. But the most famous king is Ramses II. Why he's very famous, Ramses II? Because we found a lot of monuments belong to him everywhere, even in the desert. He wants to prove he's the king of everywhere. But Ramses II, he is the most important one in the history. Why? Because his empire during that time, his land belonged to the Egyptian kingdom, was very wide. It started from Morocco to all north of Africa, to Victoria Lake, to Inferent and Iran. It was very big empire. And one of his favorites to collect the animals and the birds from everywhere. So he's the first one in the history built a zoo.
Oh,
And I will show you the scenes of his zoo on the walls, because one of his workers decided to record this zoo on the wall, and this is very good for us to see. This hall, called the Festival Hall, it looks like the ancient Egyptian tent. It's like columns from the middle, it's like sticks, okay, and pillars on the sides. And you can see the windows of the tent. And you can see the original colors. Look at the ceiling, the original, with the original colors. Look at the cartouche of the king, Thutmose III. And look at the key of the life in the room. And look at the colors. You know, if this anywhere in the world, they will put in the glass. But we have hundreds of sites like that.
But you cannot do so.
Yeah, very, very, very hard to protect all of this. And first time we see this kind of columns. We know the lotus, the papyrus, but this kind of columns, very first time we see this kind of column. This one. Trees and animals. Look here on the wall. Look at the animals here. Look at the trees. Look at this kind of bird.
This is the zoo.
Here you can see the different kind. Carving here. Look at the deep carving here. Look at the duck. Yeah. Look at this means he's a son of the god Ra. The king is a son of Ra.
Oh. So guys, this is the temple of King Akhenaten, who's the father of Tutankhamun. And this right here, you can see this like remains and all. This is the remains of the temple of Ramses II. Okay.
Very clean, and it
Wait, what it is?
full was oils and perfumes. And you can see all of the stairs goes down. So from the steps, the people in ancient Egypt, they know what is the level of the river Nile. When the flood will come, when the flood will, it's used like a Nilometer. You can see from here 4 more pylons. All of these temples, guys. All of these temples, very hard to cover everything. A lot of beautiful places here, but I showed you just the highlights.
What is this actually?
This is Holy Lake.
Holy Lake. So guys, that is it for the video. So make sure to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and so see you all in the next video, guys. Bye.